Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey, and I am back with another week in my memory planner. This is actually 2022. I have a handful of weeks I need to finish up, and I had a little lull in projects that I was creating, and I decided that I wanted to go back to that. So I am cutting up my photos. I have 8 for this particular week. It's the week of Halloween and also the week of my son's birthday. So I decided that I was going to go with a Halloween theme because A, Monday was Halloween, and B, I really like Halloween and I think it's fun to decorate. So I decided to absolutely go for that. So I am adhering my photos down to the page, and I'm using the Scotch ATG gun just because it holds in place really, really well. And I am keeping the photos mostly on the day that they happened. Not all of them, like that photo of my cat that's on Wednesday. It's not particularly important that it's actually there. These are the supplies that I am going to be using. I am using stamps this month as sort of my main focus. They won't be the only thing that I'm using, as I don't love to exclusively stamp. Okay, so I'm going to use the VersaFine Clear ink pad and this brick wall little rectangle and stamp the background of my cluster over here. I love this purple color. It's really rich and saturated, and I think it's going to provide the perfect pop of contrast behind the rest of my elements. Now I'm going to go through these American Crafts die cuts. There's a lot of really cute ones in here, and I am drawn to this holographic spider web. I think it's going to also make a really great part of my cluster. And again, I really just want the brick wall to sort of be peeking out and not the primary focus. And I love how with stamping, you can build upon it with obviously other stamps, but then you can also build upon it with other elements as well, so such as the stickers and die cuts that I used right here. Now I wanted it to just make it look like a fun little bit over there, and then I'm going to move over to the right hand side. And I loved the phrases and the words about Halloween and the skeleton. I thought he was extra cute. And then, I mean, he needed a little friend, right? So the skeleton cat was perfect. Now this Halloween stamp set is adorable, and there's a lot of really fun bits and pieces in here, including more words, though I'm not going to use that just yet. I am going to clean off this brick wall stamp, and then I'm going to use it again with a different, this time a bright green VersaFine Clear ink pad, and then sort of repeat the process over here on the right hand side of the page. This time though, I'm going to be stamping directly on top of it. These, like I said, are so cute, and there's a handful of really fun elements, including some phrases and then also some images. So I'm going to stamp the spooky vibes right on top of it using the VersaFine black onyx, and then I'm going to make the ghosts look like they're just kind of coming up from the spooky vibes phrase, and I love it. It turned out so cute. So as you can see, I made my 3 big clusters right there, and you could draw a triangle, draw lines to create a triangle right between the 3 clusters if you wanted to, which obviously I'm not going to do. But now I'm going to go back and I'm going to use these box stickers for my stash and add them to the overall layout so that I can write my activities and plans on them. I am going to just place them on the days where the different appointments and things are located. I'm sticking to black just because I don't want to compete with the other colors in the cluster. A lot of the times I absolutely use different colors, but for this one I really wanted to keep the focus on the decorative elements themselves since it is Halloween week, and then obviously the black goes really well. Now I'll just write those plans, those activities, those appointments, the practices and stuff directly on those boxes. All right, now for the most part, I have the core elements of the page down, but I want to make sure that I add a little bit more decoration, a little bit more journaling too. So I'm going to start by, like, for example, I just wrote Universal Studios with an arrow next to it to explain those photos because I will journal about it specifically, and then that will really highlight where those photos are. Now, I couldn't resist using that October 31 sticker. I thought it was really cute, and then it was perfect for using in between those two photos. And I'm just using some number stamps from my stash to put 15 on that Sunday because that was my son's birthday. And so I just wanted to notate that. And so then I'll write happy birthday above and below the 15, which is so cute. I love how that turned out. It's like a little ticket, right? Now I'm going to use this mat. I absolutely love this mat, and I have switched to using this for my journaling. It is much smaller, and it really, everything gets held in place really nicely and well. I will link it up in the comments below in case you're interested in this. It just makes this sort of process very, very simple, and then the board itself isn't too large to store. So I'm using the mild liner to draw the lines, and then just simply a Sharpie pen to write my journaling on top of it. Now on a week like this, I won't add too much journaling. I will absolutely sort of give a brief synopsis of things, but I don't have a lot of extra room because I wanted to include the photos and all of those things. So just that overview will have to do. I'm going to do the same thing over on the right hand side and just draw those lines. I love that they give that extra pop of color, and then it really creates some nice contrast for the journaling to stand out and really draw attention to itself. Now, after looking at the layout with basically all of my elements in place, I figured I could still add a little bit more decor. So I pulled back out my Halloween stamp set, and I couldn't not include these cute little bats. They're just adorable. And I loved making them look like they were flying about the page. So you can see there's kind of some movement in those, the way that I lined those up. Now over on the right hand side, I mean, who doesn't need a cute little spooky black cat on a Halloween layout? Now the last thing I'm going to do is add my date stickers, and that is it. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much, and make it a great day.